这一年，国际情势瞬息万变，台湾外交处境充满挑战，但我们从未停下脚步。在赖清德总统价值外交与经济日不落国的政策方向之下，外交部积极以总和外交，让台湾一步步走出去，也让世界一步步走进来。上任以来，我走访了11个友邦、11个非邦交国及欧盟，一步一脚印，展现台湾作为可信赖伙伴的决心。这一年来，最让我感动的时刻，是当我陪同副总统萧美琴走进欧洲议会演讲的那一刻。
We don't just want to survive, we want democracies to thrive.
在这背后，是外交团队无数日夜的努力，一次次的协商，才完成这场看似不可能的任务。当他站上 IPEC 年会的讲台，我看见台湾民主的声音正被世界听见。那时心中想着，台湾真的不一样了。在日本，我参观大阪世博，更与当时还未成为日本首相的高市早苗女士会面。在南美洲友邦巴拉圭，我觐见了贝尼亚总统，见证 PEACE 医院资讯系统普及巴国，视察台巴科技大学预地校区，台巴趁台湾制造的电动巴士，视察台巴智慧科技园区转型再升级后的崭新样貌。这些都呈现台湾经验正成为友邦发展的重要力量。文化是台湾最温柔也最坚定的外交力量。我们推动2025欧洲台湾文化年，超过70场艺文活动在26国登场，从故宫展览、奥地利音乐会到台湾芬兰摇滚音乐节，都让世界感受到台湾文化的多元创新。我也登上波兰华沙安全论坛的讲台，成为第一位在这座舞台演说的台湾外交部长，展现台湾在全球安全。
各位现场的来宾，大家早安！我们今天的领袖论坛在稍后即将正式开始。我们邀请贵宾开始就座，并且记得将您的手机调整为静音模式。我们稍后的开幕式会主要以英语进行，我们有提供中英同步口译的服务。如果需要使用同步口译的设备的话，也可以利用这个时间到我们场外的报道处来借用同步口译的设备。中文请选第 C 频道，谢谢。Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Welcome to today's forum. Today's forum will begin very shortly. We kindly invite you to please take your seats and please remember to switch your mobile phone to silent mode. Simultaneous interpretation is provided in today's forum. If you need to use the interpretation device, it is available at the reception desk outside. Please select channel E for English. Thank you very much. Our program will begin very shortly.
投资机会，我们也持续深化台湾与区域伙伴的交流，和菲律宾、汶莱宣布互惠免签，并前往意大利与教廷。这些努力串起台湾走向世界的轨迹，也展现坚定、可信、持续向前的台湾。当我们一步步走向世界，世界也一步步走进了台湾。
这一年，外交部已经接待4105位外宾，405次访华。
帛琉、瓜地马拉、马绍尔群岛、圣克里斯多福吉尼维斯、图瓦鲁的国家元首都亲自来到台湾这片土地。来访的不只是友邦的朋友，美国州长、日本跨党派国会议员，以及巴拿马、意大利的国会代表团，都踏进外交部交流与对话。每一次握手，每一场会谈，都让我们深刻感受到台湾从不孤单。今年我们举办凯达格兰论坛，邀请到英国前首相强生。
People with propaganda against Taiwan is complete rubbish, and we must fight that propaganda together, and we must help to keep Taiwan free and keep Taiwan democratic.
玉山论坛聚焦 NGO 合作、福尔摩沙俱乐部，快速汇集国会外交力量，并与欧洲伙伴推动无人机外交小组。在数位安全上，我们举办台欧海底电缆安全合作论坛，提出国际海底电缆风险管理倡议。此外，我们与友邦 土瓦鲁携手推动海底电缆建设，确保区域数位韧性，把台湾的科技能力转化为实质的贡献，展现台湾守护全球联通的决心。英国今年正式加入 GCTF 全球合作暨训练架构，目前已有6个国家成为正式会员，并举办超过100场的活动。
各位现场来宾，我们今天的论坛即将正式开始，我们邀请各位贵宾尽速就座，谢谢。Ladies and gentlemen, today's forum will begin very shortly. We kindly invite you to please take your seats. Thank you very much.
江处长在雅创的时候，我就一路跟着江处长长大。那我们现在有2种，
拿小形态的，
对，我们都是以小形态的无纸机为主。那这种是健身机，上次其实透过那个联盟，台湾联盟，
长期拓展联盟，
对，然后立陶宛就有来看我们4倍，回去非常的满意。所以他那时候就跟我说，他这2个机型他都有兴趣，这种是所谓正常的。
那我们现在无人机外交就要靠你们啦。
没有，是科部长带队，科部长带队。
有，我们已经有一笔预算开始要采购嘛，
对，
然后来建立整套的。
那我们也可以，因为其实我们台北已经很稳定，主要就是我们所有的电子零件全部在地化生产。
都飞鸿的哈。
飞鸿之外，我们自己在台湾打线，然后自己在台湾厂装，那设计师全部都是我们在台湾。
可是晶片 要去做设计，那个量那么需求不大的话，成本那么高。
对，我们现在就是智慧型手机的晶片也用，车用的晶片也用。我们虽然无人晶片有特殊的晶片，但现在的电子产品这么发达，都是拿来用这种现成的。所以这种commodity的做法的话，会比较接近成本。那其实我们自己打件，说实在，价格以连组件来讲，也不输中国大陆的价格。
那你们爱知科技这英文是因为什么？AIC 的。
其实我们当初来源是 AIC 的作用，那时候我就觉得说 AI 以后一定会改变文字的配置。
没有错，现在这个在Nice to meet you again.
Very good. Yeah, very happy to see you again. Yes. Thank you for inviting me. First time. So happy. Really enjoying and Stephen. Mr. President.
Director, nice to meet you again. Thank you for your invitation.
Really
OK。
各位现场的来宾，大家早安！欢迎大家来参加由外交部所主办的第6届 NGO 领袖论坛。Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Welcome to the 6th NGO Leaders Forum, hosted by MOFA, Ministry of Foreign Affairs.NGO 领袖论坛在今年已经迈入第6年，今年的论坛主题是总和外交的 NGO 实践、经验分享与成果展望，聚焦台湾 NGO 在经济外交、价值外交以及同盟外交当中所扮演的关键角色。透过专题演讲、主题座谈，还有跨界交流，来凝聚政府、公民社会还有国际伙伴的共识以及行动。This year marks the 6th edition of the NGO Leaders Forum, and the theme of this year's forum is Integrated Diplomacy in Action, NGO Experiences, Achievements, and Outlook. The program highlights key roles that Taiwan's NGOs play in economic diplomacy, values-based diplomacy, and alliance diplomacy.Through keynote speeches, panel discussions, and cross-sector exchanges, this forum aims to bring together government, civil society, and international partners to build shared understanding and inspire collective action. 在论坛的一开始呢，首先我们邀请论坛主办单位外交部林佳龙部长上台致辞。To kick off, please join me in welcoming Dr. Lin Jialong, Minister of Foreign Affairs, to deliver his opening remarks. 非常欢迎林佳龙部长上台。
Good morning.
Good morning.
President Macro Kyocera and Director Stefania Puccinetti of the leading NGO group We World, and all esteemed NGO leaders, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the opening ceremony at the 6th NGO Leaders Forum. On behalf of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, it's a great pleasure to welcome you all to the 6th NGO Leaders Forum. This is the first major event to be held by MOFA in 2026. As we start a new year, now is an important opportunity for us to gather to review the achievements of NGO and the cooperation with our government and jointly consider how we can further deepen public-private cooperations and continue to strengthen Taiwan's overall diplomatic capacities. Under President Lai Ching-te's policies, we are promoting value-based diplomacy and working toward a vision of Taiwan as a thriving global economic powerhouse. MOFA is striving to bring Taiwan closer to the world and allow the international community to engage more with Taiwan. I have sought to support this objective by integrating the concepts of value-based diplomacy, economic diplomacy, and alliance diplomacy into a comprehensive strategy, what I called integrated diplomacy. And the three pillars of integrated diplomacy do not separate independently. Rather, they serve to reinforce one another. Through its promotion of NGO diplomacy, Taiwan translates value-based diplomacy with focus on democracy, freedom, and human rights into visible, credible, and concrete cooperative initiatives. And these efforts take shapes as Taiwan solutions that can be implemented and trusted by partners. In this way, Taiwan demonstrates how meaningful participation can make the world a better place, advancing value-added diplomacy that delivers real benefits to the international community. And under this framework of integrated diplomacy, the role of NGO is also evolving. NGOs are now more than participants in policy initiatives. They have become essential partners who co-design, co-implement, and jointly expand Taiwan's international influence. Last September, for example, I traveled to Warsaw to witness the signing of an MOU with the Taipei Representative Office in Poland and the Kyiv City Department of Children and Family Services. Since Russia's illegal invasion of Ukraine in 2022, the devastation of war had been a severe impact on children and families, prompting President Lai to make care for Ukrainian children one of Taiwan's key humanitarian priority. And also I met with the president of the WeWorld that was your witness on the very impressive signing ceremony. Thank you for that. The MOU heralded the launch of an integrated support program for vulnerable children in the Kyiv region. Under MOFA's active coordination, the initiative has successfully brought together the Kyiv city authorities, the Italy-based international NGO WeWorld, and the Taiwan Fund for Children and Families, transforming Taiwan's values into concrete and sustained international action. In fact, the program has been more than successful. It has proven to be a model case for public-private cooperation. It has shown that by integrating the experience and the expertise of NGOs, INGOs, and foreign governments, Taiwan can build platforms for international cooperation, accumulate trust, and consolidate its indispensable role as a responsible member of the global civil society. As a result, this year, we are delighted to welcome WeWorld President Chiasera and Director Piccinelli as guests of honor. Mr. Chiasera will use this morning's keynote presentation to discuss their experience of working with Taiwan to advance the worthwhile goal of supporting vulnerable children in crisis-affected countries like Ukraine. The agenda of this year's forum also reflects the continued deepening of integrated diplomacy in practice. In particular, an inaugural session on economic diplomacy will see major domestic, industrial, and trade organizations engage in dialogue with NGO partners. And this arrangement aims to allow different professional sectors to better complement one another, combining industrial experience, social trust, and international networks to further enhance Taiwan's overall diplomatic strengths. In the values-based diplomacy session, organizations with extensive experience in international cooperation and humanitarian assistance will also show us how Taiwan contributes to the world through tangible accomplishments. And in the alliance diplomacy sessions, discussion will focus on defense and digital resilience, exploring how civil society and government can work together to strengthen national resilience. Together, these discussions remind us that diplomacy is about long-term commitment, sustained dialogue, and partnership that can provide mutual support at critical moments. Over the past year, more fast cooperation with domestic and international NGOs has continued to show that Taiwan has an important role to play as a platform, an enabler of cooperation, and a trusted partner in international society. Taiwan is why, as even more INGOs, this is why Taiwan, as more INGOs choose to deepen cooperation with Taiwan and establish a presence here. And MOFA is planning to launch a Taiwan INGO Center in Taipei. And we believe that Taiwan can serve as a critical hub for INGO activities throughout the Indo-Pacific region. And no matter how ambitious our vision for integrated diplomacy may be, its successful implementation will ultimately depend on close public-private cooperation. Diplomacy has never been the work of government alone. Taiwan's civil society is abundant in resources, and its NGOs are vibrant and dynamic, and with a valuable record of engagements and professionalism in international affairs. They are an indispensable force in connecting with the world, Taiwan with the world. A strong and stable partnership between the public and private sectors not only contribute to the advancement of democracy, peace, and prosperity, but also help expand Taiwan's international influences. With this in mind, I look forward to today's exchanges and to your valuable insights, which will help make collaboration between government and civil society even more effective. Let's ensure that everyone is a diplomat. It's not just a slogan, but a steady practice through which we can jointly strengthen the overall influence of Taiwan's integrated diplomacy. And in closing, I thank you all once again for joining us today for this big event, and I wish this forum every success. And I wish you all good health and a prosperous year ahead. Thank you.
非常谢谢部长，部长请先留步。我们接下来呢要邀请贵宾还有讲者一起上台合影。Now we want to invite our speakers and our guests of honor onto the stage for a group photo. 我们接下来邀请唱名介绍到的贵宾上台加入合影。So we invite the following guests to please join us on the stage for a group photo. 首先欢迎国际非政府组织 WeWorld 的主席 Mr. Marco Chiasara, President of WeWorld.WeWorld 国际事务处的处长 Ms. Stefania Piccinelli, Head of International Programs and Partnership of WeWorld. 欢迎中华民国国际经济合作协会吕杰成理事长 Mr. Joseph 杰成吕 Chairman of Chinese International Economic Cooperation Association. 台湾区电机电子工业同业工会林全能秘书长 Mr. Chen Lin, President of Taiwan Electrical and Electronic Manufacturers Association.欢迎中华民国全国工业总会吕振华秘书长 Mr. 振华吕 Secretary General of Chinese National Federation of Industries. 欢迎中华民国对外贸易发展协会王希蒙秘书长 Mr. Simon Wang, President and CEO of Taiwan External Trade Development Council. 大肚山产业创新基金会廖子岑执行长 Ms. 子岑廖 CEO of Mountain 大肚 Industrial Innovation Foundation.欢迎外交部非政府组织国际事务会江正伟执行长 Mr. 郑伟江 Director General of the Department of NGO International Affairs at MOFA. 欢迎波兰台北办事处 Mr. Janusz Henryk Bilski, Director of Polish Office in Taipei. 以及公民监督国会联盟谢东如理事长 Mr. 东如谢 President of Citizen Congress Watch. A very warm welcome to all our guests.Thank you very much for joining us today. 非常欢迎所有的贵宾加入我们今天如此盛大的活动。那接下来呢，首先邀请贵宾看向我们正中间的摄影师，露出灿烂的笑容。Please look at our photographers in the middle first with a big smile. Let's take the first group photo.All right, and for the second one, can I invite you to put your thumbs up? 请大家一起比个赞。This means job well done here in Taiwan. So kudos to all the NGOs working very hard here right in Taiwan. Thank you very much. And a big smile. All right, thank you very much. 谢谢台上的贵宾，贵宾请回座。接下来我们要邀请全场的嘉宾来一起来一张大合照。We invite you to please return to your seats, and we want to take another group photo with all the participants right here. 那等一下呢，我们前排贵宾，如果您的座位上面前面是有手举牌的，请帮我们举上手举牌。If you happen to have placard at your seats, please raise the placard for the photo. 那我们有戴口罩的来宾也可以暂时拿下口罩，我们来一张大合照。All right.好的，请看向我们舞台上面非常多位的摄影师，看向我们正中间这一位。Please look at photographers right in the middle with a big smile. 好的，大家继续保持笑容。我们台上有非常多的摄影师来帮大家捕捉画面哦。All right.Thank you very much. 那接下来我们还有一个动态摄影。Now we have videographers, so please remain at your seats. 那等一下呢，请大家看向我们舞台上面正中间动态摄影师。那大家手比赞呢，我们倒数3、2、1之后呢，请大家一起喊出我们荧幕上面的口号。So next we invite all of you to join us in chanting the slogan together with your thumbs up. After counting down from 3, the slogan is right here on the screen. 那等一下倒数3，请大家念出总和外交携手同行 Team Taiwan Go Go Go. For the foreign guests here, you're welcome to join us at Team Taiwan Go Go Go. All right? 那我们就倒数3、2、1，总和外交携手同行 Team Taiwan Go Go Go. 谢谢大家的热情参与 ，Thank you very much for your participation。那也非常谢谢部长今天的莅临，部长因为公务繁忙哦，接下来还有其他的行程，我们也再次的掌声要来恭送我们的部长。We would like to thank Minister Lin once again for joining us today. Minister Lin has other engagement that he has to attend to. Once again, we really thank Minister Lin for your presence and for your full support. 非常感谢部长今天亲自莅临我们 NGO 领袖论坛，来给予我们现场的 NGO 的这个加油跟打气。非常谢谢部长。Thank you once again to Minister Lin for your support for all the NGOs here. Thank you. 再次谢谢部长。那接下来呢，我们就马上进入今天的主题演讲。主题演讲非常荣幸邀请到重量级的讲者，意大利非政府组织 We World 的主席 Marco Chiassara 来担任我们的主讲人。今天呢，他将以与台湾合作援助弱势孩童、乌克兰及其他地区为主题，来分享 We World 在冲突以及脆弱地区来推动人道援助的第一线的经验，并且从国际 NGO 的视角来探讨跨国合作在守护儿童跟弱势族群当中的关键角色。We will now proceed to our keynote speech, and it is our great pleasure and honor to have Mr. Marco Chiassara, President of We World, as our keynote speaker. Today, Mr. Chiassara is going to speak to us about working with Taiwan to support vulnerable children in crisis-affected countries, Ukraine and beyond. So ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's put our hands together to welcome our keynote speaker, Mr. Marco Chiassara. 掌声欢迎。
Thank you. Thank you very much. First of all, I would like to thank the Honorable Minister of Foreign Affairs, Dr. Lin Chia-lung, for inviting me. It's really a great honor for me to be here speaking in front of you, estimated colleagues. I have to admit that I am excited, but also a little bit nervous to speak in front of such an audience. And I would like also to thank from a personal point of view, because I'm really enjoying this time here in Taiwan. So thank you also for those days that you are giving to me. Imagine being a child who wakes up hungry, walks miles for water, and wonders if school will ever reopen. Now imagine there are hundreds of millions of such children worldwide. Globally, the scale of unmet need is staggering. 1 in 5 children still lives in extreme poverty. Nearly 400 million are growing up in debt-strangled countries where governments struggle to fund school or clinics. And while needs rise, child-related aid has fallen from 15% in 2019 to 11.5% in 2023 and could drop to just 7% by 2030. What does this mean in practice? A malnourished child cannot learn effectively. A child denied education cannot participate in tomorrow's economy. A child forced into labor or married before adulthood has little chance of gaining education or employment. And for millions, the situation is even worse. In 2024, nearly 1 in 5 children lived amid armed conflict, where attacks on civilians, schools, and hospitals put them in constant danger. When a child loses safety, care, and education, they lose more than today. They lose tomorrow. Emergencies don't just steal childhood, they steal futures. Children living in conflict zones today face unprecedented challenges: disrupted education, broken health care, and the psychological toll of violence and displacement. Being a child has never been harder. Faced with these realities, partnerships become lifelines. This is why it is of paramount importance to invest in children, and this is why we are particularly thankful to the Taiwan Ministry of Foreign Affairs and our valued partner, Taiwan Fund for Children and Families, TFCF, because together we can make a change in the lives of many children. For over 50 years, WeWorld has worked in development cooperation and humanitarian aid, now among the 8 larger INGO in Italy and active in 25 countries, from Italy and Europe to Asia and Latin America, with consolidated presence in the Middle East representing 45% of our operation and Africa 32%. WeWorld is the Italian member of the Child Fund Alliance, a network of 11 child-focused organizations supporting nearly 30 million children and their communities worldwide. Our vision is simple and bold: a world where every person, especially women and children, has equal opportunities and rights, with access to resources, to health, to education, and to dignified work. A world in which the environment is a shared resource to be respected and preserved, in which war, violence, and exploitation are rejected. A world that belongs to everybody, where no one is left behind. We live in a time of polycrisis, complex, connected, and constantly changing. Meeting this reality demands a strategy that is both strong and agile. WeWorld 2024-2030 strategy is designed in that sense, rooted in our experience on the ground and flexible enough to adapt. It is organized around 5 domains of change, or so-called sectors, and a clear organizational development framework to guide our growth. This is more than a plan. It's our commitment to sustainable, measurable impact, aligned with the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development. Our purpose is anchored in 3 pillars that shape every decision we make. Inclusion, so no one is left behind. Community, so participation and resilience flourish. Governance and localization, so local actors lead and rights are protected. At the heart of our work are framework principles that guide us everywhere we operate: a human right-based approach, child rights, gender equality, and intersectionality. We have translated this principle into practice, pillar by pillar, down to the level of indicators, so values become measurable results. Because today's challenges cut across sectors, our approach is multi-sectoral and integrated. We focus on 5 domains of change and their direct contribution to 11 SDGs. Water, sanitation, and hygiene ensure access to safe, inclusive, equitable, and sustainably managed water resources and services for all. Education, ensure inclusive and equitable quality education, and promote lifelong learning opportunities for all.